You see her video?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wonderful. Then that's what'll come out on the live feed.
Can you see me? I can see myself.
Yes, they can see you. As long as they can see you. I can't, but that's okay.
The Appellate Division, First Department, is now in session. Good afternoon and welcome to this virtual admission ceremony for new attorneys. Ms. Guerrero, please proceed.
May it please the court, good afternoon. I, Veronica Guerrero, counsel to this court's Committee on Character and Fitness, am honored this afternoon to present to the court 23 applicants for admission to the bar. Further, I am pleased to report that the committee has examined the records of each applicant appearing here today. Accordingly, and on behalf of the committee, I certify that each applicant appearing here this afternoon does possess the requisite character and fitness to merit admission to the bar of the state of New York, and I do hereby move for their admission.
The justices considered this motion earlier, and they have authorized me to grant the motion.
Thank you.
I want to take this opportunity, Ms. Guerrero, to thank you for all the work you do on the admissions process. I also want to thank the members of the Committee on Character and Fitness who serve in a pro bono capacity for all the work they do, which is made more difficult by the current circumstances. The Deputy Clerk of the Court, Margaret Soa, will now administer the oath of office.
Thank you, Justice Friedman. Candidates, please raise your right hand. I'll recite the oath in the form of a question. When I'm done, I will ask you to unmute your microphones and respond by saying, I do. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Attorney and Counselor at Law according to the best of your ability? Please unmute your microphones and respond by saying, I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
Congratulations, attorneys.
I do.
Congratulations. Please mute your microphones now.
I invite the members of the panel to unmute their microphones and give the new attorneys a round of applause. I ask the newly admitted attorneys to keep their microphones muted. It is the custom of the court for one of the justices to address the new attorneys. At this ceremony, that privilege falls to Justice Moulton.
Thank you, Justice Friedman. To all the new lawyers in this virtual room, congratulations. 33 years ago, I was admitted in the first department. I don't remember the justices who were present that day. I don't remember much about the remarks of the justice who addressed us newly minted lawyers. I do remember asking myself, when is that guy going to stop talking? So I'll be brief. You're joining a vital profession, one that is a crucial component of government, of the economy, of all aspects of a well-ordered society. It needs good people to run properly. You are literally our newest recruits. Our legal system, along with similarly independent legal systems in a handful of other countries, is the envy of the world. A majority of nations probably do not have the rule of law as you and I understand it. They do not have fair, fully functioning legal systems. By contrast, in New York City in particular, our state and federal courts are a destination for commercial entities from around the world who, if they must engage in litigation, wish to do so in a forum that is free of political or commercial biases and that renders decisions in a reasonable amount of time. Indeed, corporations around the world often write into their contracts forum selection clauses that designate the commercial division of Manhattan Supreme Court as the court where any litigation arising from the contract will go forward. The importance to business of a fair and impartial court system cannot be overstated. Without it, businesses are reluctant to commit capital and take risks. Our legal system has also been a means for moving our nation forward on civil rights. For those of you, probably the majority, who are fresh out of law school, cases such as Brown versus Board of Education, Estelle versus Ruiz, Gideon versus Wainwright, Frontiero v. Richardson are fresh in your minds. Perhaps you read biographies of lawyers who changed aspects of our legal system for the better, such as Pauli Murray, Thurgood Marshall, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Perhaps you take inspiration from them. However, you should never, ever consider our legal system to be perfect and immutable. Our legal system is a work in progress, and you all have a role in changing it for the better. A moment ago, I spoke about how well we do in commercial litigation and how we attract the world to our courts. However, in other aspects of our legal system, we are sorely in need of further attention and resources. Poor and working class people often have no access to a lawyer in civil litigation. In criminal courts, our assigned defense counsel do an often heroic job, but they're overworked and under-resourced. Having no lawyer or an overwhelmed lawyer is a disability in seeking a fair outcome. Economic status should not determine outcomes in our courts, but too often it does. Obviously, there have been times in our nation's history where lawyers have played a malign role in perverting our legal system. Joseph McCarthy was not a lawyer, but he was assisted by very able lawyers in his red baiting. Lawyers working for large corporations have, on occasion, gotten away with criminality in obscuring the health effects of dangerous products. Prosecutors have, on occasion, acted to enforce white supremacy in our criminal justice system. The imperfection of our legal system is reflected even in the First Department's beautiful courthouse. If we were sitting in our courtroom right now, your mind might wander and you might look up into the stained glass dome in its center. You would notice the names of a number of legal luminaries, such as John Marshall and Daniel Webster. However, the cupola also contains the name of Roger Taney, the Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court, who wrote Dred Scott versus Sanford, in which the U.S. Supreme Court held that the privileges and immunities of the U.S. Constitution did not apply to African Americans, whether they were enslaved or free. The presence of Taney's name in our beautiful courthouse is a reminder to me of our imperfect legal system and how all of us, as lawyers, must work to improve it. How can you do that? First, you should do pro bono work for underserved communities. That is truly a win-win endeavor because it will simultaneously help out someone who needs help in a landlord-tenant dispute or a criminal matter or in a consumer debt case, and it will give you hands-on legal experience and greater responsibility than you might have as a young associate. Second, you should join one of the numerous excellent bar associations that exist in New York City. A bar association's very mission is to improve aspects of the profession. In closing, in remembrance of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who was sworn in as a lawyer in the First Department, by the way, I want to remind the cisgender men in this virtual room that our women colleagues and our transgender and gender nonconforming colleagues need allies. You can make the profession stronger by helping these colleagues. Mentor them, support them. Don't stand silent when you hear sexist or transphobic comments. In sum, remember that you are a member of a vital profession that can be an immense force for good. Act with integrity, with intelligence, and with heart. Good luck.
Thank you, Justice Melton. This admission ceremony is now concluded. Court is adjourned.